And a very warm good afternoon to one and all. Welcome to Sports Singapore's live coverage of the 2021 National School Games. I'm Nigel Mossberg, and we're live here from Hwa Chong Institution for what's going to be a very interesting and good afternoon's badminton. The final of the West Zone B Division Boys final between Fuhua Secondary School and Hwa Chong Institution. I won't be doing this alone. With me this afternoon, my co-commentator, no stranger to badminton, having been with Fox Sports as a journalist for many, many years. Please welcome and say hello and hi, Imad Akhtar. Hi, Imad.
Thanks for your kind words, Nigel. Pleasure to be alongside you this afternoon for what should be a very entertaining afternoon of badminton here at Hwa Chong Institution. Now, kicking off proceedings today, the first singles encounter will pit Chung She-an of Fuhua. He's in the navy blue, and red top, black bottom at the bottom of your screen against Hwa Chong's Brendan Lau. Two evenly matched sides, of course, have had great runs up to the final, which we'll get to in a short while.
Interesting badminton. Although this is a best of 5 matches in the finals, folks, we have the first singles now, followed by the first doubles, then the second singles, and the final match is the third singles. If one of the teams does win the entire tie, the whole encounter, 3 matches to love, for the benefit of fair play, the organizers, the conveners, have decided that all 5 matches will be played, which I think is a good thing. Don't you say, Imad?
Absolutely. I think it gives spectators good value for their time here. Yep. And of course, these youngsters, some of them will be the future of Singapore and the sport. The more exposure they get, the better it is for them in the long run.
Sure. This being B Division, we're looking at boys in Secondary 3 and Secondary 4, ages about 15, 16 years old. Talking about spectators, ladies and gentlemen, from the camera angle, I think you would see that there are not too many people on court, and that's, of course, because of the COVID restrictions. The only people allowed in the National School Games arena are the teams themselves, the coaches, the conveners, the organizers, the technical crew, and, of course, us, the match commentators. No spectators, parents allowed. What a pity. But, however, Imad, don't you think it's good that the games are even being held this year, 2021?
Absolutely. I think it's imperative that the games be held, given what's happened and given how, the sport at large in Singapore, like I said, needs a little bit more exposure. That said, we do have plenty of coverage. You can tune in to go.gov.sg/NSG to follow all the scores and get up to speed with fixtures and results that you may have missed. As well as tune in to SportSG's official YouTube channel to get up to speed with all the happenings of the day.
And let's get on with the badminton, shall we? It's 8-4. We've been talking about everything else.
Absolutely.
Hwa Chong's up. First match. First game, I mean.
Yeah, Hwa Chong's taken a pretty early lead here, 8-4. Looking pretty strong at the moment.
Well, we're now at 9-5, I believe. 6-9. There's no service over, so the point scoring just continues. At 11 points, there will be a timeout called, a 60-second timeout. At the end of every set, there is a further 60-second timeout. And then at the end of every match, there's a 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, great smash there from Chung She-an. Pegging things back to a 3-point differential.
Actually, the two teams had a pretty good semi-final encounter, right?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, on court 1, we've got the 3rd and 4th playoff between Commonwealth Secondary and Nanhua High School. Hwa Chong obviously defeating Nanhua 3-2 in their semi-final, and Fuhua coming through relatively unscathed against Commonwealth by 4-1. So fairly dominant performances by both finalists leading up to this contest.
Well, Hwa Chong are playing on home ground. We're playing this in the indoor sports hall of Hwa Chong Institution. Score now 11-7, Hwa Chong's favourite. It's good badminton, this first game,
Very
first
good.
match, yeah, first
Very,
singles.
very good. Very good. Liking the intensity from both players at the moment. They both seem like they really want this, and that's really wonderful to see. Speaking of home ground advantage, do you feel like it? I mean, you know, there's not a lot that you have to do traveling around in Singapore, but
Yep.
does that play into the hands of Hwa Chong, you think?
Well, to a certain extent, yes, no travel. Secondly, they're very familiar with the court. They probably practice here, and you know, being in B division, they've probably played here since they started in secondary one. They're familiar with the glare on court. It's a hot and humid afternoon. What do you think? No fans.
Absolutely, hot and humid. And meanwhile, Brendan Lau has raced to a 15-8 lead.
Yep. Badminton is one of the most, I think, well, it's a fast, explosive sport. And if you've watched a lot of badminton over the years, if you've seen some of these really top-class, world-class players, I mean, it's a really exciting sport. The doubles especially, I think.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm a big fan of Lin Dan, in fact. You know, obviously the flag bearer of Asian badminton for Asia, I beg your pardon.
Sure.
Two-time Olympic champion and a world champion as well. So
I was commentating last week, one of the women's finals came out, and my co-commentator was Jocelyn Hui, Singapore badminton player. She was telling me that I can't remember the name of the player, was a Malaysian, and he has hit the fastest. They measured it, they recorded it, and it's the fastest badminton smash ever. I couldn't believe it. Over 450 kilometers an hour.
wow,
Yeah.
that's rapid. That's really rapid.
I don't think you could hit tennis ball, squash ball that fast.
Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, I mean, you know, the speed at which the racket head speed in this sport is quite phenomenal.
Unbelievable.
And it's a sight to behold, honestly.
I think I heard her right when she said it was over 400 kilometers, but you know.
Yeah, we may need to double check the stats.
17-10, Hwa Chong. Game one, match one. First singles. Just low.
And that one was just in.
Yep.
So 2 points from the game here is Brendan Lau.
From the first game of the... Oh, nice smash. Just in, huh? Great smash.
Just in, just kissed the line there. Chung She not willing to throw in the towel just yet.
And he's a lefty. So it's an interesting dynamic on the receive of serve and the smash and where he goes down the line. That's long.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's an interesting dynamic there with the left and the right.
Hwa Chong, he's been lucky on that net court. I think it's happened a couple of times in this set or in this game.
Yeah, Lady Luck certainly seems to be favouring him at the moment.
And he's taken it, the first game, 21-13. That was fast.
Yeah.
About, what, 6 minutes?
Yeah, extremely quick game. You know, at this point in the game, at this point in the match, I suppose it's always good to have the coach in your ear and perhaps change up the strategy a little bit.
Motivation.
Okay.
Let's come back in about 60 seconds with the start of game two.
Yeah, welcome back to the second game of this first singles contest between Hwa Chong Institution and Fuhua Secondary School. Hwa Chong's Brendan Lau took the first game 21-13. It's imperative that Chung She makes a comeback in this one.
I think we're in for some pretty exciting badminton. This is the first singles. We're not sure how they're seeded. The team sheet doesn't indicate that, so we're not sure whether the best players are playing in the first singles or somewhere else. However, we have 3 singles matches and 2 doubles matches this afternoon. All 5 matches will be played. And the way the NSG works and the way this tournament actually is run is that singles players cannot play in the doubles, which means everybody gets a chance to participate, which I think is a good thing.
That's a wonderful initiative, indeed. You know, I think at this level, for all these boys, it's imperative that they all get exposure to some extent, and I think that's a very fine initiative by the NSG.
Right. So we have at least 7 members in any one squad, to a maximum of 12, I guess, if you look at their reserves and substitutes, etc.
Yeah, Brendan Lau holding a very slender advantage in this second game.
I'm wondering whether height is an advantage in badminton. I guess more reach.
Yeah, more reach, longer strides.
Right.
Perhaps easier to retrieve the shuttle when it's a lost cause.
Especially in singles. I think in doubles, there are variations in heights, right? There are certain doubles teams I've seen, I mean the world-class teams,
Sure.
where one player is taller and the other is a little shorter, but definitely more explosive.
Sure, absolutely. And, you know, the game relies a lot on anticipation as well, doesn't it?
Yep. Like most on-court sports. Score now is 6 games to 3. Hwa Chong. 6 points to 3, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, both sides, of course, had fairly smooth runs into the final. Hwa Chong winning all 5 of their Group A matches 5-0. Yeah, and so fairly, you could say this is a contest between an unstoppable force and an immovable object.
I think they come in as the favorites, having won this before.
Absolutely, overwhelming favorites.
Okay, 6-all. Game 2.
Yeah, this is good to see.
Fuhua has an opportunity. And we're watching the finals, ladies and gentlemen, of the West Zone B Division boys. On an adjoining court is the 3rd and 4th placing. That's between Commonwealth Secondary and Nanhua High School.
We're deadlocked here in the second game, 7-all now. Great to see this fight back from Chung She-an. This is a critical game. Oh, great touch there from Chung She-an. And Fuhua have taken the lead here in game 2. Oh, lovely return there.
We're at 8 points all.
Oh, great smash. A great anticipation there from Chung She-an.
Actually, the players themselves are a little bit quiet. That's the first burst of energy I've heard from any one of the 2 players. They're like really cool on court. I think sometimes you need that burst, you know, that bubble burst to just
to get the engines going.
Adrenaline, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, lovely work there from Brendan Lau. Putting the shuttle right in the corner, out of Chung She-an's reach. And he returns the favor.
10 points all. Okay. Hwa Chong is, he's in the lead, although this time around is a little tighter. 11 points to 10.
Absolutely. Very close game indeed. Hate to put you on the spot, Nigel, but where do you think this one's going?
Early days yet, I think. From what I've seen in the last week's badminton, which is mainly the girls and some of the guys, I've seen matches where first singles was a blowout for one team, and then in the doubles somebody comes back, and then next singles it's tight, and sometimes I wonder where the coaches place their players, because it could be all over in the first three matches. Do you put your best singles player at first singles or second singles or what?
Yeah, no, that's a great point. It's almost akin to the Davis Cup format in tennis.
That's right. Strategy,
absolutely. And so that plays a pivotal role in the eventual outcome.
Yeah. Can you imagine if you're tied at two matches all, and it's all down to the third singles? It's a fifth rubber, I guess. Anything's possible. But I think at this level, at our NSG, it's at least for today, it's going to be a tight affair.
Indeed, and that's what we want to see as a neutral spectator, is a close contest between two fairly evenly matched sides.
12-11, Hwa Chong. Okay.
There we go.
Bit more energy. And as we speak, we can see that on the adjoining court, which is in the third, fourth place, they've already completed their first singles. We don't have the score there because we see the players warming up for the first doubles. And like we said earlier, all this is being live streamed, ladies and gentlemen. You can watch matches live now, or you can watch later, and you can watch all the previous matches. Go to go.gov.sg/NSG. We will put up the website details, the link anytime. Yep, go to that. Ooh.
Yeah, and that link is good not only for fixtures and results, but to follow happenings across other sports as well. It's very exciting. I'd highly recommend all viewers who are tuning in to catch up on all the happenings. Because there are lots of youngsters with plenty of potential out there, and it really gives them encouragement moving forward if we give them the support.
Well, actually, talking about that and talking about other sports, this year's NSG, total of only 12 sports are being competed. These are the 12 sports that are actually non-contact sports. So we're looking at badminton, tennis, table tennis, volleyball, sepak takraw, wushu, taekwondo, shooting, golf, the one I love to say, rope skipping, bowling, and gymnastics. 12 sports. All non-contact, however. But at least we get these sports, a total of, again, a fun fact, a total of 12,000 students from 270 schools, both primary and secondary, are competing in this year's NSG.
Yeah, that's wonderful to see. Not only participation in some of the more, you could call mainstream sports, like tennis, table tennis, or badminton, but
Correct.
the likes of sepak takraw, and others as well, volleyball, shooting. It's great to see that students are getting the sort of exposure that they're getting across a wide variety of sports.
Sure. The full NSG complement would be 29 sports, and in previous years, about 60,000 students competing in the NSG. Obviously, no NSG was held last year, 2020, due to COVID. The last time the games were staged was in 2019. So at least we're off to a really good start in 2021, and hopefully the full complement of all 29 sports will be happening next year in 2022 or by 2023.
Yep, that's wonderful. And on court here, we're witnessing a very close encounter. Fuhua is up 17-15 in the second game as Chung Shi-an takes a short break to tie his shoelace.
He's taking his time, asking for a change of shuttle, being told by the umpire, I think, that if he wants to take a break to tie his shoelace, he needs to ask for permission, I think. That's how it works in badminton. Oh, nice one.
Yeah. Wouldn't want that causing a lapse in concentration now. It's a critical few points here for Fuhua.
Oh, nicely done. Nice drop.
Yeah, lovely touch there from Brendan Lau. And Chung Sha-an just returned the favor to put Fuhua back into a very slender lead, 18 points to 17 now.
Just long. Oh, he had it. Rush of blood to the head, I think. He just went for it.
Pressure.
Great shot.
Great recovery. Great recovery. Great composure under pressure. Following the unforced error in the previous point. 19-18 now, Fuhua.
It's all in those first three shots, yeah? The serve, the return, what do you do with the shot next?
Absolutely.
That's out. Pity. Well read, though. Nicely done.
Lovely touch there from Chung Sha-an to
20 all. Win by 2 points. Let's hope he can keep his momentum going. 21-2. Oh. Looks like he had a bad slip.
bit of a fall. He's clutching his left knee. I hope he's all right.
Okay. Need to ice it down or something.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good.
Yep. He had a heavy fall, I think, yeah. Okay. Well, now they're just looking to mop the floor as he sort of walks it off, right?
Yeah, very critical time
Yeah.
which this has happened. Perhaps give him a bit of time to regroup mentally as well.
Sometimes we see in badminton the floor being a little slippery. So what the players sometimes do is on the side of the court there's a bit of a wet rag where they wet their shoes. That gives them more traction on court.
Right. Oh,
That's it. He left it. He should have taken it.
yeah,
He had a lot of time.
bit of a misjudgment there.
That's gone wide.
Yep, Fuhua takes the second game by 23 points to 21. And we're off to a deciding game.
Sure. Well played, Fuhua. We'll be back after this short break for Game 3. And we're back. Nigel Mossbergen together with
Imad Akhtar.
You're at the Badminton B Division West Zone Finals between Fuhua Secondary School and Hwa Chong Institution. Finely poised, yeah, Imad?
Very finely poised. Hwa Chong taking the first game fairly comfortably, and Fuhua fighting back rather brilliantly in the second. A very close game indeed, just a 2-point differential between the two players, who have, of course, switched sides for this third and final game.
And we're only in the first singles, which is match 1. This is best of 5 matches. Even if one team goes to a 3-love win, the final 2 matches will be played in the interest of fair play so that all the boys get a chance to play on court. Following the 5 matches, we should have the prize presentation. We should be having the prize presentation, rather, for this first and second position. On an adjoining court, I beg your pardon, is the 3rd and 4th place in Commonwealth Sec playing Nan Hua High School.
Yeah, another tight affair in this third game. It's 3-all at the moment, and it looks like the niggle or the injury that Chung Shan had picked up at the back end of the second game has been shrugged off, or perhaps it's just the adrenaline that's taking him through.
Oh, just out.
Just out.
Nice cross-court smash, right?
Yeah, great effort. You know, I think at this point in the game, you've got to go for the jugular.
Right. Yeah,
And,
go for it. Yeah. Tactics-wise, do you feel that the Fuhua guy has been very aggressive with his shots, and the Hwa Chong guy, I mean, from what I see, he seems to be he's trying to play touch shots. He's trying to push his opponent back. I'm not sure. That's what I'm seeing at the moment.
Yeah, I think you're right. It looks as though, you know, Hwa Chong is, I think of late playing a little bit more defensively, perhaps.
Yep.
Sort of almost waiting for Fuhua to make an error.
That's correct.
Luring him into a mistake or an unforced error.
Unforced error.
Yeah. And I suppose if it pays off at the end, then you could say it was a good strategy. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think in the first game, the Hwa Chong guy, he came out all guns firing, actually. Yeah. And he sort of lost the second game and let the Fuhua guy come back with his aggressive play.
Absolutely. It looks to me as well that Chung Shan of Fuhua is perhaps tiring a little bit more than his opponent. It certainly seems like he's breaking more of a sweat.
And he's breathing heavy. 6-7. Oh, nice.
You know, Nigel, it's really difficult in a fast-paced sport like badminton to take a breather and regroup.
Yep. And you don't have time, like in tennis, you know, you have those 25 seconds or whatever, X number of seconds to serve and walk around a little bit and take deep breaths. But in badminton, they generally, I mean, they're playing really fast, yeah? That's what I'm saying.
I suppose it's very important to try and mirror that intensity in training as well.
Yep. I think drills constantly. 8 points all. Ooh. Hwa Chong 9, Fuhua 8. Pushed him back. Smash. Good tactic there.
Great tactic. So, getting a few words of encouragement from his coach as well.
Simple one too. I think at 9 points all, it really depends on who wants it more here.
Absolutely,
at this point.
At this point, you're running on pure adrenaline.
Yep.
And you're absolutely right. It's about who wants it more.
Just out. Oh, Fuhua up.
Yeah, 2 points advantage for Fuhua here.
11-9. Third game. First set. 1 game all. Short interval. And we'll be back when the play continues. And we're back watching some really good badminton. This is game 3 of the first singles, match 1. Fuhua set, Hwa Chong Institution. Fuhua now, well, the score is 9-12. Oh, sorry, 12-9. Fuhua was serving.
12-10 now as Cheng An nets that last one.
Well, at this stage, I think both players would be tiring slightly unless one is really, really fit. Now, both of them are really, really fit, depending on how much preparation. Nice.
Yeah, absolutely, Nigel. And I think, as you mentioned earlier, Cheng An at the top of your screen seems to be breathing quite heavily.
Yeah, and showing it.
He's showing it, and he seems to be taking a bit more time between points as well.
Yeah.
To regroup.
And this Hwa Chong boy looks really cool. I mean, he's quick on his feet. He's moving. He's calm, collected.
Yeah. That said, I've been impressed with Fuhua not letting up on the strategy of going aggressive.
Yes, and he's going for it.
He's going for it, absolutely.
Yeah. Anybody's match. For now. 13 all. Okay. Well, he's decided to tie his shoelaces. Umpire said okay. Gives him a chance to take a few breaths as well.
Oh.
14-13 now.
Nicely played. He drew him in and he put it across.
Yeah, it was wonderful setup there from Cheng An. And he had the open court all to himself, that winner there. Another breather he seems to be taking here.
The umpire has allowed that, which is good. I think he realizes that it's we're in game 3. It's been a tough match. He's allowing them.
And it's also been fairly humid these last couple of days.
Absolutely. We're playing obviously in the indoor sports hall of the Hwa Chong Institution. All the fans are off because it affects the movement of the shuttle of this thing. 16-13, Fuhua.
Looks like that was just in.
Yep. He left it, should have taken it. When in doubt, take it. Yeah.
Fortune favors the brave there for Cheng Shi-an. He's taking a 3-point lead here in the third game of this first singles match.
Good reflex. Cost his racket. Didn't like that.
Good job.
15-17. Hwa Chong. Well, Fuhua, he's 3 points away from taking his first singles.
Good one.
Okay, I'll had a quick word with him. He's lost two rather easy giveaway points, yeah?
Yep.
Unforced errors. Oh! One more. Cross court wide.
Seems to be losing his composure here.
Yep.
Is Cheng Shi-an.
18 all. Well, he's up now. He's got that point. 19-18.
This is quite a battle here.
Yeah, anybody's match. Who wants it? Who wants it more? This is good badminton. Okay. Great shot. 19 all. Watch out. Oh, well. Okay. Great shot. Oh, nice. Up. So it late should have gone for it.
Landed in.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
it dropped in.
Unbelievable.
On the line, I think, dropped just in.
Match point now for Hwa Chong. As Fuhua's having another word with the umpire here about some drops of sweat, I believe, that have fallen on the court.
Well, good tactic as well.
Very good tactic.
Yeah. Change the momentum. But I must say, whoever wins this, it's been really good. 3 games of badminton in this first match. It's really good.
And there it is. Hwa Chong take it. The first singles match. 21-19 in the third game. A brilliant performance by Hwa Chong. Fuhua tried the level best. Cheng Shi-an looked really out of it towards the end of the match.
Tried his best though, and it unfortunately a run of maybe 3 or 4 unforced errors towards the end, and he could have probably taken the match. Yeah. Oh well, at least made it tighter towards the end. But anyway, we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back with some doubles, fast-paced, I'm sure, in just the finals of the West Zone B Division boys. Back in 2 minutes. And we're back for match number 2, which is the first doubles in the finals of the West Zone B Division Boys, Fuhua Sec and Hwa Chong Institution. I'm Nigel Mossbergen, my co-commentator.
Yep, Imad Akhtar, lovely to be commentating here today for what has already been, of what I've already witnessed some fine badminton. The first singles. The first doubles here is for Fuhua, we've got Chen Xian Chi and Lucas Tan Yi Feng. And for Hwa Chong, Ng Jian Hien and Chong Jae Kiat.
Hwa Chong have already taken the first match, so in terms of total match score, we're at 1-love in favor of Hwa Chong. And in this game, Hwa Chong have raced to a 4-1 lead. Now at 2-4. Doubles, definitely, we're going to see shorter points, quicker play.
Yeah, much quicker and much more reliance on your partner as well, obviously. Good coordination, good anticipation.
Yes. In fact, in the first match, we saw longer rallies, which is what singles is all about. In doubles, sometimes a point is won in maybe 3, 4, maximum 5 shots. Or 2 in that case.
So I suppose hand-eye coordination plays a big role in doubles. Yeah.
What's one thing I see about good doubles teams as well is that they play 1-2, which is one in front, one at the back, as opposed to 2 side by side, which means the guy at the back is a little bit more explosive. He's the jumper. He's going to smash. The guy at the front is going to poach. He's going to play he's a bit more defensively, and he's going to play the drops. And we can see that Hwa Chong is playing 1 back, 1 front. Fuhua is playing side by side, right?
Absolutely. And there's quite a bit of height difference between the two Fuhua boys as well. Whereas the Hwa Chong duo at the bottom of your screen in red and black shorts of equal height. I'm not sure how much of a difference that makes.
Well, they're a bit shorter, so maybe in doubles height doesn't make a difference. Score now, 5-10. Hwa Chong has a 5-point advantage. Well, it's 6-10 now for Hwa.
Yeah, Hwa Chong here making the most of their home court advantage. Of course, the entire championship has been played here at Hwa Chong Institution.
So yes, home ground or home court advantage, and they've raced to a quick start here in the first game. We're at 11-6 in game 1 of match 2, first doubles. And in the adjoining court, ladies and gentlemen, we have the 3rd and 4th placing, which is being contested between Commonwealth Secondary School and Nan Hwa Sec. Or Nan Hwa High School, I beg your pardon.
Yep, that's right. Hwa Chong defeating Nan Hwa in the semi-final by 3 games to 2, while Fuhua defeated Commonwealth Secondary by 4 games to 1. So definitely deserving finalists here today. Hwa Chong have raced to a very convincing early lead here in the first game of this first doubles contest. 13-6 now.
Whoa. Short serve, or was it touch on the net? Our order of play is 5 matches played, but the winner is a best of 3. Each match it goes to a 21-point scoring system. At 11 points, we have a 60-second timeout. The players can have a breather. between games, a supposed 2-minute interval. I think it's been a little bit shorter. And in between games, or in between matches, it's been a 2-minute interval. Umpire wants to keep it going. Same umpire, he is officiating all 5 matches.
Of course, you do want to tune in and catch up with all the latest fixtures, results, and scores. You can visit us at go.gov.sg/NSG, as well as Sport SG's official YouTube channel. And we do highly recommend that you log onto the site to catch up with other sporting events happening around the school circuit in Singapore. Plenty of sports, I believe.
Yes, right now NSG 2021 features 12 sports, all non-contact sports. I'll name them actually: badminton, tennis, table tennis, volleyball, sepak takraw, wushu, taekwondo, shooting, golf, rope skipping, bowling and gymnastics, all non-contact sports. And they're being played currently at the primary, which is P5 and P6. They call them senior division. And at the secondary level at the moment, which is the B division, which they being the secondary 3s and 4s. The full complement of an NSG would be 29 sports. But that has been competed in the past. The last time that happened was in 2019. No NSG in 2020 due to COVID, but it's really good, Imad, that we have in 2021 the return of the NSG. Even though it's only 12 sports, it gives all these young participants, all these young players, an opportunity to compete.
Yep, absolutely. As we see Hwa Chong race away to the first game, 21 points to 9.
Oops.
Yeah, that was a rather quick game. I know you mentioned doubles is twice as fast, but it's gone at the speed of lightning.
Yeah, that was fast.
But yeah, no, back to your point, I think it's absolutely a brilliant initiative by NSG to try and increase and encourage as much participation across the school circuit here in Singapore, especially in light of what's happened with the onset of COVID-19 in the past year or so. Provides a lot of entertainment for the few spectators that have managed to come here today and witness this great spectacle.
Well, like they say, sports is back, and it's a great way to start, at least. But in the arena at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, actually the only people allowed are the teams themselves, the coaches, the teachers, the conveners, the organizers, the technical crew, ourselves, the match commentators, because of social distancing, etc., and all the measures. No spectators allowed, which is why all this is being live streamed, which I think is a really good idea, and no parents, of course. But here we go. We are now in game 2. Hwa Chong took the first one, would I say, rather easily.
Yeah, you're definitely on point with that. 21-9, a very dominant display by the Hwa Chong boys. And Fuhua will definitely need to fight back. Of course, this is a best of 3 game contest, just like all the others.
I think that's what happened as well in match 1. In the first singles, Hwa Chong raced to an early start. I mean, you know, the first game went to Hwa Chong. The second game went to Fuhua, good fight back. And in the third game, it was a pretty tight affair, except towards the end of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like Fuhua a little bit slow to get off the blocks, and perhaps that has something to do with home court advantage, you know, with Hwa Chong knowing the lay of the land and, of course, understanding their home court really well. They're able to get off to a great start from the get-go, and that's shown in the first 2 matches of this final.
Yes, not taking anything away from Fuhua. I think they're putting up a good fight. We're early days yet. We're only in match 2. This is a best of 5 encounter. And we're in game 2 of match 2, so anything's possible.
Indeed. That is the one mantra that's always relevant when it comes to sport, that anything is possible.
Yep.
And so we can't rule out a fight back. For the neutral viewer, of course, it'd be wonderful to see Fuhua fight back and take this to a third and deciding game.
Actually, I just see the Hwa Chong boy. He's a lefty. He's so you have a nice left-right combo going on there.
Yeah, it's a great combination to have.
You play tennis, and you're a lefty, aren't you?
I'm a lefty as well. Yeah. And it's actually very rare. I've not played against many in my time.
Left-handed players. Other left-handed players.
Other left-handed players. Yeah.
Have you heard of Nadal?
Yeah. Playing against him is probably a pipe dream, and it will remain so for the rest of my life.
Talking tennis, tomorrow I'll be at the tennis national finals. We have the B division finals, the boys in the morning and the girls in the afternoon, so that should be good. Weather permitting. Oh, obviously.
Yeah, of course, Singapore's thrown up some fairly unpredictable weather in the last few days.
Yes.
You know,
to say the least.
Torrential downpour followed by scorching desert heat.
Hence our humidity. Score now is 9-6 Hwa Chong. Game 2, match 2, first double.
Yeah, not really a lot of emotion being shown by either duo at the moment.
Yeah. Cool, calm, which is not always the way to go. I think sometimes in doubles you need to spur your teammate on if he's not having a good day, or Oh, great! Oh, that's nice recovery. Unfortunate.
Absolutely.
Left the court open.
As the players take a 60-second breather, Hwa Chong are up by 4 points here. 11-7 in the second game of this first doubles contest. Hwa Chong, of course, taking the first game rather comfortably, 21 points to 9.
And I'm sure the schoolmates and friends and family and supporters of these two teams must be watching us live at the moment on the live stream and cheering their compatriots on. What do we have here? Change of shoes or change of something? Grip tape. Okay, there's a slight injury. The timeout has to be done on court. Timeout not allowed. Medical injury. Okay. Do it on the side of the court.
It looks like the Fuhua boys.
Slight abrasion when he slipped. When he did that diving save, I think, a moment ago.
Yeah, we saw earlier Chung Sha-an in the singles also landing awkwardly on his right knee.
Yep. This is a left knee, I think, or right knee. I think. Abrasion maybe, or not sure. One thing's for sure, these guys want it bad. They're playing to their heart's content. So we must kudos to these young people for that.
Absolutely, and as a neutral spectator, we wouldn't want it any other way. But for these boys in particular, obviously the future of Singapore, and they obviously want to showcase their talents and impress their compatriots. Watching here, courtside as well as at home.
Well, some of them get selected. Those that show tremendous potential are selected by the Singapore Badminton folks to be part of the national intermediate squad, the NIS or something, that's what they call it. And so they get an opportunity to train outside of school hours or whatever with the more elite squad. In other words, they've shown tremendous talent to get somewhere. So this is a great opportunity for these young boys and girls, actually, to be talent spotted at this age. Actually, this national intermediate squad, it starts from when they are 13, 14 years old. So even in C division, if they show potential, and you know, badminton has always been one of the elite sports for Singapore. We do well in badminton, yeah, especially at C games level, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's a great motivator to be able to work towards that goal of making the national intermediate squad.
Yeah, sure.
And you know, why not? I think you've got
Playing
to
for your country, and you know.
Absolutely. There's no higher honor than playing for the Singapore flag. So.
Sure. And some players, I mean, you know, those who really make it, well, it could be a professional career as well. You know? There's money in badminton, not as much as in tennis, but for some of the world-class players, yeah. The Malaysians have proven that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a good sign of the times that you know, parents and families are a little bit more progressive in their thinking with regards to you know, pushing their children towards further glory beyond merely the school circuit system. So it's wonderful to see that they've got something to strive for. You know, it's always great to be able to play for something.
Yep. Back on court, the score is 12-9. Hwa Chong in favor of Hwa Chong. Again, a slight slip. Court seems to be a little bit slippery now. I mean, obviously with the sweat and that's been accumulated. Oh, that's nice, good sportsmanship by the Hwa Chong boy, mopping up the side of the court. Well, his side of the court as well.
Yeah, it looks like the abrasion that one of the Fuhua boys suffered. The tape seems to have come off, so he's just decided to cast to the side.
Not play with it. There we go.
Yeah, 13-10 now to Hwa Chong. A rather easy miss. Another one there. I think maybe the Hwa Chong boys getting a little bit complacent.
Yep.
Letting Fuhua back into the contest.
Yes.
They won't be complaining at all.
Momentum low. They had the momentum.
Commentators curse there.
Well played. Cross-court smash.
It was one of the longest rallies I've seen in this match.
Yes, I think it was.
Another break in play here.
Changing shuttle.
A bit of a tame unforced error there from Fuhua. Giving Hwa Chong a 4-point lead now.
Racing to a lead, 5-point lead.
Yep.
After the change of ends and slight injury and wet court, Hwa Chong kept their composure.
Opening up.
Well, now 4-point advantage is 13-7. In the adjoining court, we see that they are playing, I think at the moment, the third singles, I think. A best of 5 match. That's being live streamed, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have the scores from where we are. (14-18). Ooh, net good.
And some emotion.
Yeah,
And
finally.
Fuhua boys are really backs to the wall now.
Yep.
Got to go for it.
3-point deficit. Into the net. Rush of blood there. Two points from the... Ooh. Oh, that's still
Oh, great recovery.
good recovery.
Great recovery.
The Fuhua boy walked off court. He thought the point had ended.
16-19 now.
Tame return, unforced error.
Yeah, they've been a little bit inconsistent with
Match
their
point, Hwa
execution.
Chong. Ooh. He decided to play a touch shot instead of going for the smash and an all-out winner, I guess. New shuttle. 17-20 Fuhua. And that's out. And that's the tie.
There it is, Hwa Chong taking the first doubles match here rather comfortably. 21-9, 21-17. And they race to a 2-love lead in the final, having won the first singles match as well.
And we'll be back for, well, Hwa Chong's got a, as Imad just said, a 2-love lead in the best of 5 match final. We'll be back in about 2 minutes with the first or the second singles, match 3.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Hwa Chong Institution for the West Zone B Division Boys Championship Final between Hwa Chong Institution and Fuhua Secondary School. This is a best of 5 contest. Hwa Chong running away the victors in the first singles as well as the first doubles. So if they do win this third match, they will be declared victors, but we will, of course, be covering the final 2 matches as well. So do stay tuned. You can follow all the action on go.gov.sg/NSG or on Sport SG's YouTube channel. My name is Imad Akhtar. My co-commentator is Nigel Mossbergen. Nigel has just gone off for a comfort break and will be joining me shortly indeed. The second singles match, we've got Teo Min Yu from Fuhua against Xie Yu Swan. Hwa Chong, the top of your screen in the red top and black shorts, and Fuhua in the navy blue and red top, black bottom. Hwa Chong have raced into a very early lead here, 7 points to 2, I beg your pardon, as the umpire gives Fuhua a little bit of time to tie his shoelace. It's imperative that Fuhua come back, because they are already 2-love down in this best of 5 series. But at the moment it's not looking too rosy for them, because Hwa Chong have raced off to an 8-2 lead. Nigel Mossbergen is back from his comfort break.
Oh wow, I'm back, and what it looks like I missed quite a bit. I was just gone for a minute or 2 or 3.
You've missed 12 points in 2 minutes.
Right,
It's got to be some sort of record.
Yeah. Oh wow. That's a tall Hwa Chong boy. Commanding height. Good badminton this afternoon. As we hear the rumble of thunder. We are indoors at the Hwa Chong Institution's indoor sports hall. I guess we can say, Mud, that this home court advantage does work in Hwa Chong's favor, and it's showing that today.
It absolutely does. You know, they've got the lay of the land, got a great understanding of the court, and of course the fact that the entire tournament's been played at Hwa Chong certainly worked in their favor.
Yep.
They won all of their Group A matches 5-0. So
wow.
Yes, you can certainly say that home court advantage has played right into their hands.
Yep.
And they've raced into a 10-7 lead here in the second singles, having won the first singles and the first doubles as well. So imperative here that Fuhua come back and make a fist of this.
Well, that Hwa Chong boy moves very well on court. You can see he's got long limbs, so you know, 2-3 steps and he's at it. He's quick to the shuttle. In the adjoining court, ladies and gentlemen, and you can catch it on the live stream, we have for the 3rd and 4th place Commonwealth Secondary taking on Nanhua High School. They are already in match 4, which is the second singles. We're here for the badminton final, West Zone B Division Boys final. Fuhua Sec, Hwa Chong Institution. Match 3, second singles.
Yeah, and just a reminder that Fuhua defeated Commonwealth in their semi-final by 4-1, while Hwa Chong emerged victorious against Nanhua 3-2. as Hwa Chong seems to be running away with this third game here.
Just out? Oh well, no, way out. Well, because this is a best of 5, sometimes the final scores of the 5 are not indicative of the play, because once being a best of 5, if you're up 3 games to love, I suppose the last 2 are, as you would say in tennis, would be dead rubbers, but you know. But I have seen teams in the finals last week win by all 5 matches. I mean, resounding victories.
Yeah, I think it's a great initiative by the NSG to play out the remainder of the matches.
Yes.
So that
All players on court.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a chance to play.
Absolutely. Obviously, it takes a little bit of sting out of the tie if
Sure.
if you're trailing love 3.
Sure.
But you know, playing in the final, being watched by your compatriots and family and friends at home is a motivating factor enough. And I think kudos to the NSG and the Singapore Schools Sports Council for arranging this thing, which is of course supported by the Ministry of Education as
Yes,
well.
of course. And the way the rules work, the reason we said 7 players is because all singles players and doubles players have to be different. So singles players cannot be playing in the doubles. So that means a total of a minimum of 7 players in the squad. And together with substitutes and reserves, I guess it can go up to 12. So everybody gets a chance on court. We are now at a score of 15-10. Excuse me, 17-11. My eyes play tricks. Playing tricks again, 17-12. I tell you, these screens, and I need new glasses, but
Honestly, the screens are getting smaller and smaller these days, and they're only fit for toddlers nowadays.
yeah. Well, thanks for that. Made me feel better. Toddler. Okay, suddenly it's getting a little. Well, the lights are on and we're at full lights, but because it is threatening to rain on the outside and the shutters, I guess, are open, we get a little of the outdoor light, and it sort of dimmed hasn't dimmed the court, but you can feel it atmosphere-wise.
Yeah, certainly. It's certainly dimmed the occasion a little bit.
Yeah, as well.
But it's definitely not dimmed Hwa Chong and Fuhua's enthusiasm. This match is getting a little bit closer now. This game, rather.
15-18. First game. Second singles. Third match, way up. Hwa Chong has taken 2-match-to-love advantage in this best of 5 tie. B Division Boys West Zone final.
Way out again there.
It's close, 17-18. Oh, nice touch.
18-all. Be great, of course, to see Fuhua take this third match. We've got more to play for in the fourth. And that's landed out as well. So Fuhua now in the lead by 1 point. Oh, he went for it. He went for it. And missed.
Yeah, pity. 19-all. Oh. 2 unforced errors. 1 smash into the net. This one was a drop from the back to the net.
Game point.
And out. 20-all. Win by 2. And out. Wasting serves.
Yeah, that was Not smart there by Fuhua.
And out.
He's been gifting a point back, so
Yeah.
back on level terms again.
Good smash.
Great smash. But you know, it's strange how many times a player misses in that scenario. It's just down to the pressure of the situation. He managed to execute it fairly well.
That's correct. Oh, well played. Fuhua 23-21. We have a match on our hands.
And that's exactly what we wanted to see. This is the first time that Fuhua has taken the first game.
Right.
Previous two games, of course, previous two matches, Hwa Chong had taken the first game. So, yeah, the onus is on Hwa Chong to make a comeback here.
I think he will. Actually, the line judges, there are there are 4 line judges, and normally the line judges, Imad, would be from neutral schools, fair play being what it is. But because of the COVID situation and the COVID bubble,
Yep.
the line judges are from the schools themselves. As an example, the Hwa Chong line judges are from Hwa Chong, and vice versa. And they have to be socially line judges, they're on the lines, but a lot of social distancing, all wearing masks,
Yep.
including the umpire, actually, and all the players. So trying conditions indeed for all.
Yep. Great effort by all to ensure that this happens in as safe a manner as possible, of course.
Yes.
Which shows how much importance really they place on this tournament. Really critical that, given the absence of the NSG from last year, that it made a return this year for everyone involved. As Fuhua raced off to a 4-1 lead in the second game.
Oh, well played.
5-1 now.
He's keeping his composure, and he's making a matchup.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice one.
He seems to be lulling
Played it
the
high, played it to the back. Yeah, he's bringing the Hwa Chong boy forward and pushing him back. Good tactics.
great tactics, yeah.
Yeah.
So really
Yeah, he's going to play a touch shot. Yep.
running him ragged across the court.
And that's out. Yeah. Well played. 7-1. Good lead. Oh, hit it. Unforced.
I think it's important at this stage that the Fuhua boy doesn't let the foot off the gas. Case in point there, I think he wants to make sure that he maintains this rather dominant lead at the moment.
Yep. Winning this match would be a 1-2 scoring, which would mean that Hwa Chong would still need the second doubles. That was a great shot. It landed on the line. 10-2, Fuhua, short serve.
Perhaps a little complacent there with that touch.
And out.
Another unforced error by Tiao Ming Yu here. As he looks to keep Fuhua in this tie.
And that's out. 5-10, he's come back. 4 points? 3 points?
Yeah, it looks like it. He's not giving up the ghost.
Nope.
Why should he?
Yeah. Oh. Hard luck. Well, Fuhua have an 11-5 advantage in this game 2 of this second singles. They've taken the first game. If he can keep his composure and keep it going, he may take this to a 1-2 tie, or 2-1 tie in favor of Hwa Chong. Hwa Chong player needs to find something in his reserves, right?
Absolutely.
In his tank, reserve tank, I guess.
Absolutely. Needs to mount a comeback of sorts here.
Ooh.
What do you think the coach's advice is during that short break? Is just to keep things simple? I guess they don't want to.
Fuhua? Yeah, whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I see the Hwa Chong boy a little, his spirits are not there. His shoulders have shrunk.
Yeah, the body language doesn't look too positive,
No,
does
not
it?
at all. Not at all. You need confidence. Your opponent can see it. Ooh. Too many touches, too many soft touches.
Yeah, Tiao-Ming Yu certainly looks like he's got a bit more of a spring in his step at the moment.
He's moving well. Actually, brings me, like I said, we don't know the seeding of how these the schools have seeded their players, and we were talking earlier about do the coaches put their best players in the first singles, knowing what's going on. But I feel this Fuhua boy. Okay, that was a good smash. I feel that he's proving himself. The score is 8-15.
Yeah. So. Oh, it's a great smash.
Well, he must have heard us because he's.
Yeah, for once it wasn't the commentator's curse.
No, yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah. Literally, ladies and gentlemen, Imad and I, we're on stage. We are, 15, 20 feet away from the back line.
I think, to be honest, this is probably the closest I've ever been to play during a commentary stint.
Yeah.
So I'm not complaining. Because, you feel like you're right in the thick of the action.
Well, our microphones are right in front of us because there have been some moments of silence, and sometimes I'm wondering, can they hear us? Okay, where are we? 10-17. That is out. And Fuhua 3 points away from a victory. Now 2 points away.
Yeah, the body language doesn't exactly convey positivity.
He's surprised him. He'd been serving short, and then suddenly he pushed it to the back and quick, and surprised the Hwa Chong player. Good tactic, good serve. Short serve.
There you go.
Oh, bit of luck.
11-20. Still plenty of match points here for Hwa.
Going for it.
And there it is.
Going for glory and winning it.
Match won by Fuhua Secondary School, 23-21, 21.
But the Hwa Chong boy did his best, I think. Yeah. Fuhua on for this match, he was a better player, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Hands down. He certainly was far more clinical, far more nimble on his feet, and certainly showed the positive body language, contrary to his opponent, really. And that really...
Well, Imad, game on. Hwa Chong have a 2-1 advantage, and Fuhua can bring it back if they make it 2-all, if they win this doubles. So this next match, crunch time.
Crunch time indeed.
Yeah.
And who wouldn't like to see the singles decide?
2-all, yeah, that would be fun. Okay, let's take a 2-minute break. We've been talking for quite a bit, and we'll come back in 2 minutes at the commencement of this second doubles. Okay, we are back for match 4, second doubles of the West Zone B Division Boys Final. Nigel Mossbergen here with my co-commentator, Imad Akhtar. It's been good badminton thus far, Imad.
Great, I'm just catching my breath after that phenomenal smash.
Wow,
but
that was good. Like the sound of that pop.
It's been great badminton indeed. This, of course, being the second doubles match of today's final. Fuhua winning the first singles and the first doubles before, I beg your pardon, Hwa Chong winning the first singles and first doubles before Fuhua fought back valiantly the second singles.
Yes. Just when we thought that Hwa Chong were coasting to an easy victory, the Fuhua singles player, the second singles player was, he put up a great fight. A great match, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And we were discussing off air that perhaps he should have been selected in the first singles, but
maybe this was the strategy.
Perhaps it was. The doubles, of course, being contested on the Fuhua side by Owen Lee Bin and Phelan Lim Song, and Hwa Chong, of course, bottom of your screen, red top, black bottom, Zachary Tan and Isaac Chu Ju Won.
Okay. All four not very tall players. Slightly of the same build, I would say.
Yep.
4-all. Now 5-4, Hwa Chong. Good smash. This is a best of 5 match encounter. We will be screening all 5 matches this afternoon. I've just heard earlier from the conveners of the tournament that there will be no prize giving this afternoon at the end of the 5 matches. So the victor will be, and the runners-up will be awarded their prizes at a later stage. So we're here on the finals court, which is court 3, in an adjourning court is the 3rd and 4th placing, and that's being contested between Commonwealth Secondary School and Nanhua High School. Back to the badminton. The score is now 7-6 Hwa Chong. 7-all.
Yep, good judgment.
8-7 Hwa Chong.
准备好。
Is that smash from the Fuhua boys going just wide. Good drive there by Fuhua. Level up proceedings at 8-all in this first game of the second doubles. Of course, Hwa Chong leading 2-1 in the 5-match tie.
For those of you that have just joined us, both Imad and myself have been on live on this live stream from 2 p.m. So we've been on for about an hour and 35 minutes, and we are witnessing really good badminton West Zone B Division final. This is match 4, the second doubles, with Hwa Chong currently leading at 11-9. The rules are that it's first to 21 points. At 11 points, there is a 60-second interval. So following this match will be the third singles. Will it be a formality, or will that third singles mean that the teams are playing for something? At the moment, Hwa Chong have a 2-1 advantage in the tie.
Yeah, let's hope for everyone's sake that it does go to a decider. It would make obviously it a much more high stakes match and have a lot more on the line for both sides.
Score is now 10-12 Fuhua.
Do you think it's easier, Nigel, to sort of maintain your composure when you're ahead in the tie? Let's say if it's 3-1 to Hwa Chong heading into the 5th. You know, is it easier being behind and having a lot more to play for, or being ahead and getting complacent? Is that? I'm sure
Tough
that's
one. Well, I play a bit of tennis and I'm always coming from behind, so. But I think at this age, you know.
You've beaten Nadal once, haven't you?
Oh no, rubbish. We're at, you know, with 15, 16-year-olds. These boys are obviously, but they are 15 or 16. At this level, I think that obviously they have the skill, they have the talent, they have the physical preparedness.
Yep.
The mental side of things is something that really needs to be developed over time.
Absolutely.
You know? Sometimes you're way ahead and then you lose it because you get complacent, or sometimes you're way behind and then you just come back fighting. I mean, you know, it's that tough mental spirit.
Absolutely. I mean, these boys are far from the finished article, and of course, I'm sure the teams or the coaches make them firmly aware of their talents, but grit and perseverance are probably really have to be cultivated at this
they
age.
have to be. Yep. You can have all that skill in the world, and you know, if you don't know how to use your mind or your head to keep your composure,
absolutely, as
close off matches, close off games, come from behind, not give up easily, you know, resilience is that? Perseverance and all that.
As the old adage goes, success is 1% talent, 99% resilience or perseverance or grit, whatever you want to call it.
Well, I always like a bit of 2% luck. Throw that in the mix, yeah.
Yeah, that definitely can't be ignored. That's a good point.
Oh, that's just in. Oh, that's way in, sorry. This is tight. 17-15 for what? Three smashes, all saved. Oh, well played.
Perfect example of
Not giving up, yeah.
not giving up. Yeah,
Three smashes and change the play.
pivoting from defense to offense in a matter of.
Okay, that's out.
把握啊，盯上来，拿分啊，加油！
16-19, Hwa Chong. Good backhand.
加
17-19. Hwa Chong out. Ah,
接发球对。
and wow, that was a quick end to the game, yeah. 21-17, all happened in a flash. Well played, Fuhua. Game on.
Game on indeed. Brilliant fight back.
Yeah,
Brilliant fight back.
these boys they're a bit pumped. A bit cool on court. They're not very tall, but I like their they look like brothers actually.
Yeah.
Don't they? Same haircut. One's a little bigger than the other. You saw them just in shot, folks.
The players, of course, switching sides for the second game.
All to play for both teams, for both pairs. Okay,
球不到后，
that's a smash. Yep.
抓紧了。
We are witnessing some good badminton here, ladies and gentlemen, as we see Fuhua Secondary take on Hwa Chong Institution in the West Zone B Division Boys Final. Oh,
Yeah, it's been an entertaining afternoon to say the least.
yep. This 5-match series is definitely going to go past the 2-hour mark. We've started our live stream at 2 p.m. We're now in the 4th match of the tie in the second doubles. At the moment, Hwa Chong, if you've just joined us, leads the tie 2 matches to 1. And Fuhua has just taken the first game in this second doubles, the 4th match.
Yeah, and speaking of live streams, you can obviously catch all of this action on Sport SG's official YouTube channel. You can also visit us at go.gov.sg/NSG for any score updates or fixtures and results that you may have missed. Fuhua
对，加油，不要松下来。
have taken a 6-3 lead now in game 2 of this second doubles contest against Hwa Chong.
The Fuhua boys are walking around with a little bit of confidence on court. You can see that. And he's got a nice serve, that boy.
对，发力。
Oh, what a pity.
Yeah, it's
Deceptive. Cute. Nice serve. Ooh,
准备站得太高了。
straight at the body.
Yep. If you want to go somewhere, you go straight at the body.
Yep. Well played again. Wow, they keep going at him.
你要防好。
Yeah,
The last 3 at him.
yeah. I wonder if that's a deliberate tactic that they
7-all.
discussed in during the interval.
8-7. Is the pendulum going to swing? That's out.
Yeah, the momentum now firmly with the
Hwa Chong boys, yeah.
Boys, yeah.
8-7, and
抓
that's
紧
out.
抓紧，该拿下来就拿下来了。啊。对。准备。
9 games all. Anybody's game at the moment. Good smash. Service over.
Great smash.
10-9 Hwa Chong. Ooh.
防的太多
They're
了。
really going for it, aren't they?
Yep. Okay, so There's a timeout. We'll be back. Score is 11-9. Hwa Chong. We're back. Nigel Mossbergen with Imad Akhtar for the West Zone B Division Boys Final. Close encounter, actually. Fuhua Secondary, Hwa Chong Institution. First game went to Fuhua. This is close.
Yeah, this is
Game scores 10-12 now.
very close. And it looks like the intensity's picked up as well considerably in this second game.
This is exciting badminton because Hwa Chong have a 2-1 advantage, but Fuhua have taken the first game. And if they do win this game, currently in progress, they win this match and it'll be 2 matches all. So that 5th match, the third singles, definitely comes into play. Good smash.
Fine rally as well, leading up to that
That's the
winner.
first holler we've heard from the Hwa Chong doubles team. Short break, change of shuttle.
Yeah, of course, on the adjacent court, court 1, we've got Commonwealth Secondary versus Nanhua for the 3rd, 4th placing in this championship.
And they're in their final match. That's match
Yep.
5, third singles. Okay. Okay. 15-12, Hwa Chong. Oh, good 1-2.
Flick of the wrist there.
Yeah, great shot. Serve, return, and oh, he tried it again. (13-15) Fuhua.
Oh,
16-13 Hwa Chong.
lovely touch again there.
Cross court smash. 17-13 Hwa Chong. Bit of luck, huh?
Yeah, Lady Luck certainly favouring Hwa Chong at the moment.
(14-18) Fuhua. Oh, again, huh?
I think he apologised there. It was probably a bit inadvertent, but they'll take it. Oh, that was wonderful balance there. Retrieving
Wow,
that,
that was fast.
well, that's it, is it?
21-14.
So we have a decider on our
One
hands.
game all. This is really tight badminton. Well played, all teams, both teams. Fuhua started strong in the second doubles. In the first game, Hwa Chong have shown their resilience and they've come back strong in this second game. The Fuhua coach, both coaches, giving their boys some tips, some advice. Where do we go now? What do we do? Do we change our tactics, or do we just keep playing the way we've always been playing?
Yeah, I think from Hwa Chong's perspective, it's probably just keep doing what you're doing, right?
Yeah. And I think from Fuhua's perspective, they were up in that second game, and they just allowed Hwa Chong to come back and take it.
Yeah.
They could have, I think they could have done better, especially in the closing points of game 2. So now we have a deciding game. One game all. Second doubles, match 4. With Hwa Chong having a 2 matches to 1 advantage in this best of 5 match tie. Which means, with everything that I've said, which may sound a little complicated, ladies and gentlemen, if Hwa Chong win this game, Hwa Chong win the tournament. If Fuhua wins this game, it becomes 2 matches all, and all to play for in the final match, which is the 3rd singles.
So who's your money on, Nigel?
I'm not a betting man, but if I were, I don't know right now. Commentator's curse, so let's be neutral.
That's the beauty of sport, right? The unpredictability of it.
Yes.
Certainly from a neutral standpoint, we'd like to see it go to a 5th match.
Oh, that's way in. The thrill of victory, like they say.
4-3 now to Fuhua.
Ooh.
Great.
Wow, that was unexpected.
Great retrieval there.
The Hwa Chong player, he stopped playing.
Superb
You didn't expect it
reflexes.
coming back. Yeah. Good reflex.
Great reflex.
好球，对了，很好，把握好自己的发球，一分一分啊。
Well, it is close. 4-5, Hwa Chong.
慢慢来。
The match pendulum or the momentum has been swinging. Oh,
别撞，别撞，没事啊。
a lot of net chords have proven
hold 住。
vital. Net chord points, I mean. Ah, that's out.
Good just man, well done. 保持分数啊，拿分。
Yeah. This is very close indeed. Fuhua holding a 7 points to 4 lead in this 3rd game,
准备好。
the deciding game of this 2nd doubles contest.
I think whichever team keeps their cool right now,
拿分了啊。
keeps their composure, keeps
来，come on，数出第一分。
making less unforced errors.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, that was definitely an unforced error.
下来，
Lower part of the net. Keep calm, keep composed. Set up the rally if you have to. Don't always go for the winners. That was out.
OK，接发球注意，不用紧，不用紧啊，不用紧，接发注意，hold住啊。
And don't lose yourself unnecessarily.
There's another unforced error. Of course, fatigue plays a role
tremendously.
at this stage of
Yeah.
the match.
We are in a very humid indoor sports hall here at Hwa Chong Institution, which obviously is the home ground of Hwa Chong. We were saying earlier that perhaps Hwa Chong does have this home ground advantage. They practice on this court, they play on this court regularly, but Fuhua, I guess, have played the earlier fixtures on this court as well. This has been, Hwa Chong has been the tournament grounds for this West Zone B Division boys. So Fuhua have played quite a few matches here. Am I right to say that? I think I am, because all the matches have been played in Hwa Chong.
Yeah, absolutely. All the matches have been played and at Hwa Chong, and both teams really have emerged relatively unscathed throughout both within the groups and in the quarterfinal stages as well. Hwa Chong, of course, unblemished in their Group A, winning all 6 matches. I beg your pardon, by 5 games to nothing.
We'll be right back after this very short break. There is a timeout. And we're back in game 3. It's now 12-9, advantage Hwa Chong.
Yep, this is of course third game, first two having been split right down the middle.
So let's go, Fuhua. Come on, good fight back. We're watching some really good badminton. As the score goes to 13-10. Good smash. Hwa Chong boys have got a new lease of life.
There's emotion shown from both sides there, which is always good to see, I guess, at this stage. And the pressure can be quite telling.
Sorry, we're having a little confusion with our scoreboard. Because of the COVID restrictions, ladies and gentlemen, there are no scorers on this court. So we are very dependent on the umpire, and he's calling the score. But again, because of COVID restrictions, he's wearing a mask. So we're at 13-18. And that's in.
That's in, just about. So landed inside the tram lines there.
Hwa Chong are now
2 points.
2 points away from winning the final, for being tournament champions. Okay, 14-19.
Fuhua is going to give all they have here.
You have to. They got that. Championship point. Well played.
Very well played.
Well played. I think it just came down to whoever wanted it more.
Absolutely.
Do you agree?
Yes,
Mark?
certainly.
Because Hwa Chong put up an incredible fight. I mean, towards the end. Fuhua, kudos to them. I mean, they came back strong, but Hwa Chong just showed, I mean, they powered through these last few points. Wow.
Yeah, I think Fuhua are a lot more composed, a lot more clinical, and really came to the fore at the right moment. Handled the pressure a lot better as well.
Yep. So congratulations to Hwa Chong. They are the winners of the championship, of the tournament. They are 3-1 winners. However, all is not lost. I mean, for Fuhua, because the fifth match, the third singles, is going to be played. The players are going to be warming up on court. We are going to take a 60-second or a minute or more break, and we'll be back. Okay, we are back. Nigel Mossbergen here, together with Imad Akhtar. We are commentating on the badminton final, West Zone B Division Boys, Fuhua Secondary School and Hwa Chong Institution. Hwa Chong have already taken the tournament by winning 3 matches to 1 in this best of 5 encounter. We are now in match number 5, which is the third singles. Who do we have on court, Imad?
So for Fuhua, we've got Min Tan Tet, who I believe is from Burma.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And representing Hwa Chong, we have Kwan Min Je.
Okay. Well, this match is merely a formality, but I'm sure these boys are going to give it their all and play good badminton. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Absolutely. If anything, I think perhaps the pressure being off a little bit,
Yep.
it's a good time to really sort of
Play your best badminton.
yeah,
Play for
free up,
pride.
free up and show what you're made of.
3 games all, 4-3. Fuhua. Okay. Nice badminton. Well, the encounter, the third and fourth encounter between Commonwealth Secondary School and Nan Hua High School has already been completed. Both Imad and myself, we've been here live streaming from this venue, Hwa Chong Institution, for the last 2 hours. We started at 2 p.m. sharp. We're bang on 4, I think, right now. And we are in the 5th and final match of the day, the third singles. Okay, merely a formality. The score now being at 7-4. We may see some exhibition badminton because they're quite fancy shots, both of these boys.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I must admit, Nigel, the quality of badminton on display this afternoon has been
Excellent.
excellent.
Yeah.
You know, truly mouth-watering stuff.
very good.
The intensity, the sort of composure that these boys have displayed.
Yeah.
You know,
My first thought is that because the NSG wasn't played last year in 2020, because of COVID, right? And because a lot of schools, you know, we had a lockdown and there was no sports in schools. I wonder, and these boys probably played very little badminton in 2020, and now we're in the month of April, and I'm not sure how much preparation, but the badminton is good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's just the determination to get out there and
Play your favorite sport.
play your favorite sport. It's really down to passion. Ultimately, yeah, and it's great to see that, you know, the passion, you know, in the blood of these youngsters, because they are the future of Singapore sport, and I think it's been a great initiative and really wonderful to have seen everyone involved try and make this happen during these uncertain times. And of course, we had no national school games last year. They really had to pull their socks off and ensure that all the safe management practices and other policies and things they've had in place have worked well, and I think they've succeeded in that regard.
Very well organized, I must say.
Yeah.
Sports is back. That's been the theme, and this year's NSG in 2021 comprises 12 sports, all non-contact sports, namely badminton, tennis, table tennis, volleyball, sepak takraw, wushu, taekwondo, shooting, golf, rope skipping, bowling, and gymnastics. And like I said, all non-contact sports, these 12 sports. They've been competed by approximately 12,000 students across the board from about 270 schools, both primary and secondary, competing in these 12 sports. The full complement of the National School Games would be a total of 29 sports. These obviously would include all the contact sports, etc. That was last competed in 2019. Because there was no NSG in 2020 due to COVID. So we are really fortunate, and the schools are really fortunate, and the players are really fortunate to have the NSG back in 2021. What do you say?
Absolutely, absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. I think, you know, despite only being able to host 12 of the 29 sports, you know, something is better than nothing, and I think it's a fantastic initiative and really great organization by the NSG to have pulled this off. and really allow these youngsters to shine through and show what they're made of. And of course, ensuring that everyone involved participates, which is why, of course, this game is continuing to be played despite Hwa Chong having already won the tournament by 3 matches to 1.
17-8.
Hwa Chong has raced to a 17-8 lead in game 1 of this 5th match, 3rd singles. Showing his mettle, obviously the much taller of the two.
I was just about to say that Mintan is cuts quite a small figure.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of a disadvantage that is against a taller
perhaps
opponent.
perhaps in this encounter, it's showing now.
Yeah.
Oh. 9-19, game 1. 3rd singles, 5th match.
Service over 20, game point 9.
Okay.
Game point now.
Because of COVID, that's it. First game to Hwa Chong because of COVID restrictions. No spectators have been allowed in the sports hall. The only persons allowed in the hall are the players themselves, obviously the teams, their coaches, the teachers, the organizers, the technical crew, ourselves, the match commentators. Unfortunately, no spectators, no parents, etc., due to COVID restrictions. So all this being live streamed is really good for everyone, especially those of you at home and those of you that are supporting your school teams. The encounter will continue in just a moment, and this will be game 2.
Yeah, Hwa Chong taking the first game rather comfortably. I think both players look far more relaxed than I suspect they would be if there was more riding on this match.
But this Hwa Chong boy is playing as though he's telling
Yeah.
his coach, why did you put me in the first match? You know, I mean, why did you put me 3rd singles? I should be a first singles player or whatever.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Anyway, as you've seen, we put a link on screen, ladies and gentlemen, go.gov.sg/NSG for all fixtures, results, live stream, everything you need to know about the NSG and all the 12 sports that are being offered. Many matches in many sports every day. In fact, I'll be at a tennis finals, a tournament tomorrow. Where are you going to be at?
I'll be at Badminton at Canberra Secondary.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'm covering tennis, the B division, I think boys final in the morning, national finals actually.
Wow.
The B division boys national final in the morning, and the B division girls national final in the afternoon. Weather permitting, the weather is, I mean, you know, it's being played at Kallang Tennis Center, so obviously tennis is outdoor.
Yep.
So hopefully the weather gods will be kind tomorrow. Anything's possible in Singapore. isn't it?
Anything is possible, absolutely. You can have all 4 seasons in a single
One day.
So, but you play a fair bit of tennis yourself.
A little bit. Nothing to crow about. I know you're a really good tennis player. We were talking about it earlier. We should have a hit one day, yeah?
We definitely should, yeah. Play some money on it. I know
well.
you're not a betting man, but
Well. Okay, here we go. Great shot. Down the line.
9-1.
But it's out. So 9-1, Hwa Chong. He's racing to a lead. Comfortable.
10-1.
Mintan
10-1. Yeah.
struggling here. He's,
No, well, maybe he's outclassed today.
yeah. Sometimes you've just got to hand it to your opponent. And
Yep. 2-10. Okay.
There we go.
3-10. I suppose this is where that question comes in. When you're that far ahead, do you... Oh, great shot.
Great.
Well, he proved me wrong. He's kept his composure and taken the points when they matter. 11-3. Okay, folks, and we are back towards the tail end of this very, very exciting afternoon's badminton. We are in the finals of the West Zone B Division boys final. Fuhua Secondary, Hwa Chong International. Hwa Chong taken, well, they've won the tie already. They've won it by 3 matches to 1. We're in the 5th match. Game 2, Hwa Chong won the first game. We are now in game 2. Comfortable lead, Iman.
Comfortable lead.
12-7.
Yeah, looks like there's really a bit of thunder there outside. We're, of course, seated indoors. Comfortable lead indeed, and looks like no signs of letting up as well.
Oh, no. He is aggressive. He's going for every shot. This Hwa Chong boy.
Looks like he wants to go off for an early shower.
Yeah, well, we can't take anything away from the way Fuhua played this afternoon. They've given their all. They've really tried.
Yep.
They've come back strong. They did win the second singles.
Yep.
To bring the tie to a 1-2 or 2-1 advantage to Hwa Chong, but they lost the second doubles, the 4th match, the one we just watched. The Hwa Chong doubles team came back really strong.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. You can't fault Fuhua for the effort they've put in. I think they've just come up short.
Today, on the day.
On the day against a very finely, well-oiled Hwa Chong machine, you know. And I think Hwa Chong, more importantly, have won the key points.
Yes, the points that matter.
The points that matter, indeed.
I think that's how they've been coached. You know, forget about the last point, play the next point.
And of course,
that's just out. Well left, 15-12.
Of course, Hwa Chong will be delighted to have secured this championship on home turf.
Yes.
I know obviously we're hampered by the numbers here on court, spectators-wise, but those that have managed to come here this afternoon have witnessed quite a performance by Hwa Chong.
Good badminton indeed. Wow, good smash. 16-13. It's close though. In the second game, well, 3-point advantage. That's way out. So,
yeah, Fuhua's come alive. Min Tan is
14-16.
not throwing in the towel just yet.
17-14, Hwa Chong. 4 points away. Oh,
very well played.
Nicely done.
Very well played. Great movement across the court there. Nimble on his feet. Hwa Chong boy.
Just out.
Just out.
Just out. Well read. 19-14. Well, it's been a really good afternoon. Imad, it's been good fun with you this afternoon, yeah?
Absolutely. I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good badminton.
Great badminton. Obviously good to see at least some spectators in here,
Yeah,
even though
yeah.
it's their compatriots
Yeah.
and the teammates. But most importantly, it's good to have the NSG on, given its absence from last year.
And that's it. Well played, Hwa Chong. 21-16. 4 matches to 1. Badminton West Zone B Division Boys Final is wrapped. We've been told by the convener and the organizers that there will be no prize giving. So all that's left for us to be said. Oh, that's some good sportsmanship. The Hwa Chong boys thanking their opponents. And the reply. Okay. So, it's been a great afternoon. Imad, I want to thank you for being here with me this afternoon. Been fabulous. This is Nigel Mossbergen signing off.
Yep, and this is Nigel. Nigel, it's been a pleasure to commentate on this championship alongside you.
I'm sure we'll do this again. Thank you all, and for watching. Final score: 4 games to 1. 4 matches to 1.